What's going on today, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's the same day that we just got the brakes and everything done on the Ranger and test drove it, and everything was good to go. But Friday, directly after work, I am leaving for Michigan to go with my buddy to one of his national ATV races. So we got to get my car ready. So my fans, their electric fans, have been making noise for a little bit now. And you know how it goes, you kind of just let it go, because it's a daily and you know, you don't really care. Well, finally, on this car, there's an AC fan and there's an engine fan. Finally, of course, it's the engine fan that goes. And I'm not really trying to drive 5 hours, a little over 5 hours away with no engine fan. The motor hasn't overheated yet, but I'm not really trying to drive 5 hours away to figure it out. So anyway, today we're gonna go ahead and get these electric fans replaced. Here's the one that doesn't work anymore. I think the motor just took a crap in it. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because it was making a very, very weird sound. But this passenger side fan, that's your air conditioning fan. And whenever you turn your air conditioning on, that fan kicks on. So on top of that, we also need to do an oil change in this because we're driving so far, and that'll push me over my 3,000 miles. I change my oil every 3,000 miles. And on top of that, before we go, today's Wednesday, I leave Friday directly after work. I have to get new front tires because they're getting a little low on tread. So I really need to get this either done tonight or as close as I can to being done. It doesn't look too awful bad to get done, but I don't know. I've never done one. Nothing really seems to be in the way, but I guess we're gonna find out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so here's the deal. So the parts store originally told me that I could not get just this fan itself, and I was pretty sure that I could, but they were looking into it. Normally do a really good job of looking into it, and said that you couldn't get it. Well, I decided to pull that fan off and just double check for myself, and it ended up being there's a part number on that, so I think you can get just that fan. So tomorrow I'm just gonna have to call them as soon as they open and see if they can get me this fan or not. So with that being the case, I'm gonna go ahead and get the car back on the ground, move it out of the way, and I'll probably just take the Ranger to work tomorrow. I will catch you guys tomorrow. What is up, guys? It's Thursday. We have a lot to do. I just got off of work. I haven't even changed out of my work clothes yet. We're going to run to Federated because I'm returning that whole fan assembly that I bought for $205 to get some money back, because I found just the regular singular fan like I knew you could get, and in order to get it on time by tomorrow, I think I ended up paying like $128 for it when I could have just spent $40. Alright guys, so we just returned our parts to Federated. So now we're gonna run home real fast, get the car in the shop, run home, get the car, take it to the shop fast so it doesn't overheat, get it in the shop, get it up in the air, and get the front wheels off of it, and then book it to a tire shop to get new tires on it. Alright guys, so we're back at the shop. We already got the car in here ready to go. we're gonna go ahead and get it up in the air. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing set up on jack stand and get the front wheels and tires pulled off.
Somebody and they never came, so he gave them to me for $100. Mounted, balance, everything. So I couldn't pass that up, so we're gonna head back home or back to the shop and get them thrown back on and get the oil change on the car, and then that'll be it for today, because I won't have the fan till tomorrow, and I'll just slap that on real fast before I go to Michigan. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get back to the shop.
Alright guys, we're back at the shop. We have our brand new tires. Super nice. Super happy I got those for $100. Like, that's mint. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get those put back on. While we're taking the tires off, I did go ahead and take a look at the brake pads. It's always something to do, easy to do, because it's right there, and our brake pads are good. Really good, actually. They look almost like new. So, that's perfect. So, we're gonna go ahead and get these slapped back on real fast, and then we'll do an oil change, and then we'll wrap it up for today. And I will catch you guys tomorrow when we go to slap the fan on real fast. Alright guys, well, we got our new tires on and everything's torqued down, and the car has to go back up in the air. You know, a lot of times you kind of rush through stuff, at least when you're like stressed out and trying to get a lot of stuff done real fast. Yeah, that's me right now, because I just took the car down and I need it up to do the oil change, because it's too low to have it on the ground and do an oil change. Back up it goes. So as you just saw, we just did our first fire up from the oil change. As I explained before, it's gonna make a little bit of noise at first when you first start it, because you just drain all the oil out, so there's no oil in there, keeping everything lubricated. But once that oil pump picks it up, gets it pumped everything again, you know, you'll be good to go. Our oil change is now done, which is nice. So that means all we have left to do, guys, is tomorrow put our electric fan in once we get off of work here. So that's going to be it for today, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. What is going on today, guys? I've been driving the car without an engine cooling fan for I think a week now. Normally when I'm driving it, it's highways, so there's so much air going through the front of the car into the radiator. It's doing more than that fan ever would. I'm not typically sitting when I'm driving, or like in city, you know, city driving, you know, stop go. So it's been fine the whole time, never once got overheated or anything like that. So you know, it was okay to drive without it while I was waiting to get the fan. I got the fan last Thursday, but Thursday I was working on getting ready to get the transmission out of that truck. So I didn't get around to putting it on, and then Friday I was gone in Pennsylvania, so I didn't get a chance to get this slapped on. But now we have some extra time, so we're good to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get this fan put back on and get it working. Alright guys, so you just saw us put the fan back onto the mounting bracket. So these holes here at each corner, those are, you know, where it mounts onto the radiator. So we'll go ahead, there's bolts, or no, they're screwed up star bits. I might have to go get new ones. Them are pretty nasty. I think before the store closes, we're gonna run and get new star bits because these are jacked up. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in the Ranger real fast and go get new ones. Alright guys, so we just got our new bolts for where the fan's gonna mount to the radiator. This old one was just so bad. It was so crusty and rusty, and one of the other ones wanted to strip, so we went ahead and got some new ones. It's not identical, but size wise and everything it's about the same. They had a Allen style one too, but it would be hard to get a screwdriver in there, so I decided to get one where we could get a socket on it, so it'll be a lot easier. So now we won't have to worry about stripping that out in the future or breaking it being an old rusty crusty bolt. So now we're gonna go ahead and head back to the shop and get this put back together. Alright guys, so we're back at the shop here, and this is the very bad one. You can see how screwed up it is, and it's just super rusty. And I could definitely see that one breaking in the future, per se. It ever has to come apart again. So we're not gonna deal with it. So we're gonna replace it, put nice new ones in there, and not have to worry about them rusting out and breaking off if we would ever have to get back in there. So now that we got those, we're good to go, and we're gonna go ahead and get the fan put back in. I'm gonna try and show you now just so you have a general idea, because it's gonna be hard for me to hold the fan with the way it's like designed and, you know, hold the camera at the same time and put a bolt in. So there's a bolt hole here, and then there's one right here, but it blocks the sun right there. It just blocks the light when I get close to it. And then there's one down there at the bottom, right in the middle, right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these top two in, and then we'll move down to the bottom. Alright guys, so we just got the fan all bolted down, the top and the bottom, and we got it plugged back in way down here. So now that we got all that plugged in, I don't know if the fan's gonna run or not, because the cars shouldn't be that hot. I mean, it might be a little bit, but we'll see. Here we go. Got the key on. And we have a fan. She's a running. So guys, that looks like that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As usual, if you guys haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. Within the next couple videos, I think the transmission and the engine coming out of that truck will be first before the paint unveil, but I'm not sure. The transmission for sure, the engine I'm not sure, that's iffy. But, oh, got you guys. You don't even know what it is still. But there's a little teaser for you guys. There's a couple parts. The paint shop still has most of them, so we're not at that point yet to get everything back to do an unveil video, but we are very close. I've seen the colors. They are freaking awesome. So I'm super stoked about that. So once again, guys, thank you guys for hanging around through the boring stuff, through the stuff that isn't exciting. You know, we're still climbing that mountain to, you know, get to where we want to be. So once again, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.